He certainly has a pretty cheeky personality, that's for sure.
Your mum spent all night making that cake for you, Jack.
Want some cake? Do you want to just have this bit? Loves being around people. He's super affectionate. He's, been so lucky to be surrounded by familiar people for a very long time. It makes it super easy if he's going out with somebody because he knows everybody so well, and the guys at Focal obviously know him really well. It's really nice because it certainly makes leaving him with people a lot easier. This is a very special birthday because he wasn't meant to still be alive. It just makes it super special that he's persevered through so many challenges and will continue to do so. We've been really blessed, certainly with his disease, that he hasn't really had any complications, and it's been a very lucky. Well, he's had a lot of major complications very early in life, but in the last 15 years he's been really, really healthy, and he's been pretty well. So. He wasn't meant to live past the age of 10, and he's now 21. So it's
a little fighter and trooper, eh?
And of course we're having to put things into place that we never thought we would need to think about. But he loves swimming, and you get him in the pool and he could be in there for hours. It's hard to get him out. He just loves it so much. And he's super cheeky in the pool as well because he loves to dunk people and try to drown them. So that's, for somebody unfamiliar coming on the scene, it's a little bit nerve-wracking when Jack's trying to drown them. It's just a huge milestone, and it's different when you think about, when I think about my daughter Lily, who has milestones as well, but they're expected milestones. And when you have a child that reaches milestones that they weren't meant to, it's hey Jack. He does that all the time. I do online things at home with my work, and he pops his head in the door and then he goes again.
Jack, can I see your certificate? Can you show me? Can you show me? Yeah, well done, Jack. Round of applause.
So we're going to have a great celebration. Our weekend function is going to be more a celebration of life, because Jack doesn't really understand. He's happy. Yeah. He's happy with balloons and a bowl of hot chips, and to have his dog around. So to have Paw around, and to have his favourite people. He's a happy chap. So he won't get caught up in all the hype. It's more about for us, for me, and Lily. And the people that have shared his life and played a part in his life, just celebrating Jack as a person.
And can I just say what an amazing job you're doing?
Thank you.
Like with many of the other mums as well. Like, watching you running around like a headless chicken and doing all these amazing things to really celebrate that, this unique character as a trooper,
And I think... there's often times with kids with special needs where they're spending long periods of time, perhaps in hospital, perhaps having major back surgeries where they're incapacitated for a long time. To have a little person, in a hospital room for 7 or 8 weeks, 10 weeks at a time, that doesn't understand, it's a challenge.
You don't want to open them. Put them up there. Who's waiting, Jack? Thank you. Yes.
Todd.
Give that to the man. Good boy. It's good man. Are you enjoying the chips, Jack?
He's always shutting doors. He's putting away my clothes end up in his wardrobe. He's
worse than me. I'm bad.
He's always putting stuff away that doesn't need to go away. He likes everything in its place. He's super OCD. You just can't go anywhere in Ipswich without him running into somebody that he knows, or somebody saying, talking to me at the supermarket or in the shops and just, hey, how's Jack going? And I'm thinking, I have no idea who you are, but obviously you know Jack. He had a really lovely relationship with a bunch of older Indigenous boys.
Yeah.
And I think they sort of saw him on a regular basis, and he'd sit with them and he'd chat with them, and they had no idea what he was saying, and he didn't know what they were saying, but they just enjoyed the company. And that's the beauty of him. He's not interested in your story. He just loves people altogether. And we went out to the Sunflower Festival recently, and there was a little boy about 5 or 6 looking at Jack's wheelchair, and his mum was pushing him behind her. And I just said, hey buddy, have you seen one of these before? And he went, yeah. And I said, do you know what it's called? He said, it's a wheelchair. I said, it's pretty cool. Hey, what are the colours on it? Orange and green. And I said, do you know any reason why my Jack might be in a wheelchair? And he went, because I think maybe his legs don't work. And it was just
brilliant
lovely
that you did that.
to kids these days are exposed to, and having, I work at a school, we have a lot of children with extra needs or special needs or different nuances. Yeah. Kids are really accepting.
He's a character and a half, and his mum knows how much I appreciate him, and we all appreciate him as well. And there is no other like Jack. He is a one in a million.
Hi Jack, happy birthday. Hope you had a great day.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Mummy's really good to you, isn't she? Huh? Say bye. 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 Bye.